Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this latest edition of Tales from Outer Space. And as always, I hope that you enjoy. Story number 1. Flamethrower, written by Hope Data Redan. Screams. The howling screams of my comrades overwhelmed my senses. The smell of burned flesh and charred bone filled my nose. My organs filled with acrid smoke. An amber lash of searing flame. I was afraid. We're all made out of meat. The world had gone black. The air burned around me and my skin nearly boiled. I broke down then, pacified to a curled-up, trembling Vim in the corner of the bunker on Piom. I trembled in fear of death and fear of devastation. I feared that I would not come out alive. No, feared there would be nothing left of me to be buried. The crackling of the flames surrounded me as the screams of my friends, my comrades, the people I trained with, I spent time with, subsided like a passing wind. Our armor did nothing to stop the scorching flames. Our shields did not stop the hellfire that came our way. And nothing stopped the humans' advance. I did not know how long I lasted in that state of fear and misery, but I raised my head from my knees and came face to face with the destruction and devastation the humans had caused with their weapons. Soldiers, friends, pulverized. Every single person in that bunker vaporized. Except me. The black smog painted my face and body as I slowly got up from the floor, one hand against the wall. I was speechless. What do you even do when you're faced with that horrifying scene? The screams will haunt me forever. The crackling of flames, the smell of ash. I can't enjoy the warm blanket fire provided ever again after that. Moments later, the humans blasted open the bunker door. The lights flooded through into the dark interior. I remember screaming and raised my hands in response to the explosion. The way the humans used to signify surrender and to convey that one does not have weapons on hand. The human soldiers quickly swept the bunker and found me in the corner with my hands up. They bore filtered full-face helmets, unlike us, that required room due to our bulbous eyes. They approached me with their weapons aimed up. I heard them talking, but I didn't understand them. I just thought that they were asking their officer whether to kill me or spare me. I was brought out of the bunker and into the sunlight forcefully, with the end of the barrel against the back of my head. Then we got out from the trench. I was taken into a POW camp until the end of the war. After that, I could truly find out what I experienced in that bunker that day and what caused it. The humans call it a flamethrower, quite a literal translation. It is a weapon that spews out flammable concoction before being ignited. A horrifying weapon, burning alive enemies at the press of a trigger. Several years after my discovery, I traveled to a notorious human fortress planet to see for myself how this weapon works and functions. I also discovered that the planet has been transformed into live weapons demonstration presented to an audience during peacetime. How the humans can digest the demonstration of horrible weapons as entertainment, I do not understand. I was paired up with Sergeant Aljabov Michael. I struggled to say his name even to this day. He explained to me that the usage of the flamethrower in wars was outlawed in recent human history. Even humans are afraid of this weapon that they have created. I was rather happy to hear when Aljabov complained that our body armor proved difficult to deal with the kinetic weaponry. But he further explained that the reason prompted for the usage of the flamethrower as a weapon once more. It was the Russians that first proposed the usage of the flamethrower. His own commissariat. He looked happy when he told me that. After his explanation, he took me out to the range where they give a live demonstration of the weapons of one's choice. One of his comrades came over, and in their hands lay a large tank, the tube connected from the top to the back end of a nozzle. He strapped a flamethrower on his back before taking the handle of the nozzle, walking up to a barrier. He aimed the nozzle up and pressed the trigger. A thick liquid shot out from the tip of the nozzle. Aljabov pressed the button on the side. In the blink of an eye, as the humans say, the liquid concoction lit up in a spectacular display, and its range is not to be underestimated. Aljabov stopped firing after that, but I witnessed the liquid mix is still burning on the ground. I chuckled with almost a euphoric expression. He does like his monstrous weapon. I quote, "That thing'll burn for the next 8 hours. 8 hours." I was speechless then, as I stared at the burning liquid downrange. Algebab shook my shoulder, and I reverted my attention to him. He described me, then, like a deer in the headlights. End of story. Story number 2. Where is Everyone? Written by T. Deegan. When humanity first looked to the stars, we wondered what might lurk between them. Was it friendly, or would it be our death? At first, we looked at our neighbors, Venus and Mars. We dreamt of the civilizations hidden right next to us. As we understood more, we found no one to be there. But there were more stars out there. Alpha Centauri, just one star over, might be home to others. And if not there, one of the other uncountable stars surely would have equals. But as we theorized more, we wondered, if there was so much out there, why had nothing found us already? Why had we not seen them? Were others so rare? Were we the first, or did something vanish them before we could find them? When we ventured further out into the solar system, we found plentiful life on the moons of Saturn and Jupiter, hidden beneath the ice, and on Mars and Venus, the remains of long-dead but still once-living organisms. So, if there were so many independent versions of life right here in our neighborhood, why was there no life like us out there? And we ventured further, exploring solar system after solar system, starting with our neighbor, Alpha Centauri, to the furthest reaches of our galaxy. In our fragile generation ships, over millions of years, we colonized the Milky Way. As we found life, primitive bacteria on every piece of rock with liquid water, and many without. The occasional complex ones too, and the rare, tiny, multicellular life. But nothing which could equal us. And as our science progressed, we finally broke the shackles of light imposed upon us and connected to the desperate tribes strewn across the galaxy. With newfound vigor, we reached to the stars again, exploring and colonizing galaxy after galaxy. First Andromeda, then every galaxy we could reach, until we couldn't call the cluster ours. But we found nothing new, just more of the same primitive life that we already knew. And we went further, cluster after cluster, until we were everything in the Lanikia supercluster. And yet, we were alone. No traces of the ones before us. No one on the way to reach us. So further we explored, and as the stars dim, we made our own to guide us in our search. When we finally reached the end of the known universe, we were still alone. So we went further, past the known universe, into the unreachable. Surely, somewhere we would find equals. Long abandoned were the visions of civilizations which could guide us, help us understand the universe. Now, we were searching for others that we could guide instead. But after exploring and colonizing both the known and unknown universe, we were still alone. Not discouraged by this, we decided it was time to control time, not letting it control us anymore. And we searched from the earliest beginnings of the universe until the heat death was long over, and we found no one but us. So, if our universe wasn't enough to create two of us, we would simply go to another one and find others there. And we went to universe after universe, some similar to ours, others so utterly different, almost incomprehensible, and many in between. And we found wonders, life of the strangest varieties, and we found no equals. After searching the known and the unknown, the past, the present, and the future, the here and the everywhere else, we had found nothing. But when we looked back, we saw the wonders we made, galaxies of the strangest designs, new universes when our old ones died, turning back the clock on those we didn't want to abandon. and we saw the uncountable billions of species humanity had split into. Our friends that we had taken with us now made our equals, our machines, long more than simple automatons, now equal beings in their own right. And we thought, maybe, just maybe, we were enough. End of story. This is a special thank you to the one, the only, the legendary Eric Hino, who has become the only Tier 6 patron. I just want to thank the T5 patrons and channel members. Cam Maxwell, Casper Arnholtz, Estrella the Dreamer, Trygan95, Fudic Yol, Meridian117, Elysia, Jordan Bucksbaum, Angry Marine, Albard and Gusta, and Barkey. Thank you very much. And that, my friends, concludes this video. I hope that you enjoyed. There are links down below, both to support this channel and for the author of this fiction. Anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic one, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.